Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. I want to start by saying a couple things. There are scammers galore. If you watch any tarot on YouTube, there are people impersonating with WhatsApp numbers, with their name will be email address, and then they'll comment, inbox me, blah 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 in the comment. I would never do that, and I only respond from this account, and I think there should be like a little, like it says from creator or something like that on my comments. So I only do business through my snip feed link, which is in my description box, or my email address, which is in my description box. Only use the email address that's there, please. I hate that I even have to make these kinds of announcements, but just a friendly reminder, and it's happening across the board through all accounts. We do our best to delete the comments, to flag these accounts and things like that, but just be aware of that, because I don't want anybody to get scammed. It is sad that that's happening, but just be mindful that only use the links or the emails that are in whatever creator you're watching in their description box or on their account information. Please, please, please. Okay. With that said, we are going over what's next in love. And this is a singles edition, so this is more focused if you're not in a relationship or newly single, whatever, looking to get out of one. But this is just what's next in love. Again, singles focused, but I guess anyone could watch this if you're looking to see what else is coming up your way around love. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. We have pile 1, which is this rainbow moonstone heart, and this is the Tarot de la Nuit. I can never say that. Tarot of the Night. Pile 2 is the Caribbean calcite with the Ascension Tarot, and pile 3 is the Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell in the shape of a heart, with the Tarot of the Divine. I'll let you guys look at the covers of these as well. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And this was a viewer requested video, so if there's any videos that you would like me to do as well, feel free to drop those in the comments. And if it, fits and is in alignment with where I feel it going, I will try to fit those in. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, there could just be something in another pile you needed to hear. Totally fine. Maybe you're going to be really busy in love. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Just click on the description box. It usually says more. Open it up. You'll see a timestamp next to your pile. You can just click on it and it'll take you right to your spot in the pile. And sometimes people use those numbers to help them decide if they're having a hard time picking between 2 piles. So I'll leave these up here for a moment. And real quick, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been liking, sharing, commenting on my videos. It really does help. All the donations I've gotten and the super thanks I've been getting recently on the videos. There's like a little heart button underneath the video, and some people have been giving me some super thanks. So I really, really appreciate that a lot. It really does help me produce this free content for you guys on YouTube. So again, I'll leave these up and I will meet you at your pile. Bye guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends. For pile 1, you guys picked this really beautiful rainbow moonstone. If you can see the rainbow that pops up in it when you move it, but super stunning little heart. And the Tarot de la Nuit, Tarot of the Night. So we are going over what you can expect, or what's next in love, mainly for singles, but if you're not, if you're just curious on what's going to come your way, feel free to stick around. I'm sure you'll get some messages and some value out of this reading as well. So yeah, let's jump right in there. Be mindful of scammers. That's all I have to say. I know I did that in my intro. Yeah, they're all over YouTube right now. Okay, so, but back to this. So for pile 1, what is next in love for pile 1, please? What is next in love for pile 1? So So we have a 10 of Cups. So that's a really strong way of starting this reading off. So a lot of emotional abundance, a lot of fulfillment here with the 10 of Cups. This is the happy life, happy family love card. So I would think coming up next in love, you have this opportunity to really feel very fulfilled in a loving way. Let's see what else comes up. Pile 1, what's next in love? So some of you guys, if you maybe are in a situationship or something, could be getting a little more serious, or just a relationship moving to the next level, because this is like marriage level kind of energy. So just know that that's the kind of energy you guys are going to be sitting in. Maybe getting really serious about what you want as well. So we have a 9 of Swords. So there is some anxiety. Some of you guys could be a little worrisome about how this is going to happen, when's it going to happen, maybe even working on your healing journey, and you're like, this is what I want, but is it going to show up kind of energy. So possibly some overthinking around situations in love. I mean, a lot of us do that. We have the Page of Cups, so very flirty energy kind of coming in with this card. So dealing with someone that of a flirty nature. So with this 10 of Cups here, we have some Pisces energy, we have some Gemini energy as well, and this feels very, very Pisces as well with this mermaid here. But yeah, so someone coming in very flirty, wanting your attention, being playful, is some energy that is coming in for you guys. I'm also hearing, so if you've been, because I'm being very drawn into the fact that there's this broken mirror in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that. But this girl is kind of hunched over. She looks like a ballerina is taking her shoes off, and the mirror is broken. So there may be a feeling like you've been stuck in this cycle, or you're being guided to be mindful about the stories you tell yourself about around being unlucky in love. You know, when they say you break a mirror, you have 7 years of bad luck. But this feels like that's just something you've been telling yourself. So be mindful of the stories that you tell yourself around, like, if you're not, you know, if you feel like you've been unlucky in love. Because these other two energies are really, really good energies. So it just feels like, you know, don't perpetuate that cycle, or be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself. Because then your world will reflect back with this mirror. You know, what we put out, we get back. So be mindful of what you think is possible for yourself around love. We have the Sun. Wow, so lots of happiness. So yeah, this 9 of Swords just feels like it's just something like maybe that's your past. Don't let it creep up and invade this energy, because I mean, we have 10 of Cups, we have a Page of Cups, we have the Sun. This also could be someone a little bit younger than you, this energy too. But the Sun, so we have Leo showing up here. But yeah, just total fulfillment, total happiness around in love. So that's really, really nice energy. Pile 1. Possibly, you know, a date to see a sunset or sunrise, the way this is coming in as well. There's a yellow flower here, or a yellow rose. I don't know if roses, or it could be a white rose. They tend to have that yellowy cast. Could be important for you as well. All right, let's keep moving. Let's see, what else is pile 1 for love? We have the Lovers. This is soulmate energy, guys. So, and that's popping up right under our 10 of Cups. I'm really curious to see what this 9 of Swords is going to be clarified by. But yeah, so what's coming up is lovers, love relationships. This is represented by Gemini here showing up. Those air signs. But just that soul level connection energy is what you're drawing in, bringing in. All right, let's see what else. The High Priestess. So the High Priestess sometimes represents the unknown. So with this clarifying our 9 of Swords, it just feels like there could be some worry about, I don't know how this is going to happen. You know, Joy did this reading for me and it all looks so good, but I just don't, don't feel like it's possible for me. But it's really because you're like not supposed to know. It comes with a feeling of trusting the universe, trust the unknown, trust that it's all going to work out as it should. So when you find yourself in those little cycles of getting like overthinking around when is this going to happen, just trust that it is coming in, and it will be okay. This also could be about connecting with someone that feels very much like home, especially with this soulmate energy, this sense of knowing. This kind of feels like two different energies. Like I feel like there's a younger energy here that's playful, fun, and then this feels like a more rooted energy. So you could, right now it kind of feels like two different things coming in here. Let's see, let's keep going. What else does pile 1 have coming in for love? What's next for love? We have an Ace of Wands, so a fiery new beginning, a chance for some really beautiful, intimate times. You know, that spark of fire, that spark of connection and charisma. We have 2 that came out together. We have the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man. So this feels like a decision that you guys are going to be involved in coming up, about cutting out the things that you maybe don't want, or taking some time to get really clear about what you want. Again, this feels like 2 separate energies, and at the same time, you know, sometimes this is stuff you're like, well, duh, I would want to go with the soulmate connection that feels like home. But yet this feels like a little more like risky. So it's like, where are you at in your life? Are you ready for that commitment level, or you still want to play? And either is fine. It's what's up for you. And with these coming out together, it really is being guided, especially with the Sun. Where does your happiness lie? Where do you want to go? What fills your cup at this time? And really taking a moment, taking a pause, and really evaluating that with this Queen of Swords here. So basically I'm hearing like, don't rush into anything when these energies come up, and really take a step back and ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I want? What fits my life right now? And possibly being able to see things from a different angle as well. So this also could feel like someone could be coming in that has a different viewpoint than you, and figuring out if that is compatible for you. You can like someone and not be compatible. I'm sure we can all think about any relationship that we've been in where we truly thought we loved somebody, or there was a lot of love in the connection, but you just weren't compatible. So that feels like being very clear and crisp about what you want. Like really look at it from all angles and figure out, because Queen of Swords is also that Libra kind of energy, which is like weighing things out, really figuring that out, and really going after what brings you the most happiness here. So let me get some oracle cards for you guys. Let's see, we'll start here. So pile 1, what else is coming? What's next in love, please? Career and finances. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So as much as you want to pay attention to your love life, there could be a need to also make sure you're keeping your balance, and that your career and your finances, like don't put anybody above your goals kind of thing. You also could be with this, you know, we can also see this as dating someone that is in financing as a career as well. So that also might be a determining factor if you guys kind of know who I'm already talking about. It could be someone that works like in finances, banking, something like that. Or you know through work as well. We have keep an open mind. Like I was kind of talking about, like looking at things from a different perspective. It says your soulmate may differ than your usual type and expectations. So when it comes to love, you guys are being guided to keep an open mind about who this person is. And for some of you guys, this all could be like one energy. Like this person that is a soulmate could be this younger person. For some of you guys, it feels like, again, very 2 different energies, but some of you guys, this is all blended together. And then getting to know each other. So you reveal, or as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So definitely a time where you're going to have great communication. The Lovers here is represented by Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication. So I think this next phase, you're going to be involved with people that you really can feel like you can communicate well with, get to know them, and get to know them on a deeper level. I'm also hearing like getting to know yourself on a deeper level as well, and really stepping that up, as in really, why am I having a hard time with my words right now, guys? Really conveying what it is you want, and don't be afraid of that either. Like, the right people will stay, and if someone leaves your life because of your expectations or what you want or need in your life, then they just weren't meant for you. And learning to let those people go is also a really needed skill that we have to learn. That compatibility thing, I think it's just going to be a really big thing, realizing compatibility over emotional or chemistry you have with someone. Like, are you compatible all the way around? And it's okay if you're not, you know? But it's better sometimes to realize that stuff early on in a relationship. And I will say a lot of this feels like new energy. I'm still going to be pulling more cards. I don't have a lot of cards. I don't really have any cards besides the soul level connection. But this, again, feels new, of anyone coming back around. But, again, could look a little different for everybody. Let's see. What else? So we have tension, turbulence, arguments, and stress. So we did have the Nine of Swords here. So there is a chance, you know, that there are going to be some turbulent times around love. Could be some arguments and some stress, so some tension. I mean, life is life, right? And we have fantasy, dreams, fairy tale, imagination. So with this coming up, be mindful that you don't get stuck in any fantasies, but for the way the rest of this is going, I feel like we can look at this in a very hopeful kind of way, where something may feel very dreamlike and very fairy tale, that fairy tale kind of vibe to it. Lust, intensity, sexual energy, but non-committal. So we do have this Ace of Wands, you know, it kind of went with this Page of Cups, so be mindful again. But if it depends on where you are in life, you know. If you are ready, you're looking to play the field, see what's out there, stuff like that, then that's totally fine. You have that option here. It's about doing what's right for you. But be mindful, if you want something committed, a committed connection, make sure that you guys are on the same page with this person. Judgment, wide open, wake-up call, life review. So, you know, this is kind of what I was talking about, getting very clear about what it is that you want. And again, that's going to look different for all of you. Like, I could take two different viewers, you guys could watch the same reading, get something totally different and want two completely different things, but this could still be your reading. But it's about waking up and reviewing what's right for you, and being okay with that. Because some people will be like, oh, you need to settle down, blah, 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 but you're not ready for that, you're not ready for that. If you know, are going out and all your friends just want to play, but you're ready to commit, that's fine too. Just do what's right for you. And really being honest and open with yourself about that, and really reviewing what it is that you want, but also being vocal about that. That's also with getting to know each other, like revealing what it is you're looking for. You don't have to be the cool person in the situation, because that's just going to end up hurting you in the long run if you're not going after what you want. So, all right, let's see, what else do we have for love for pile 1, please? What else do they need to know? What's coming their way in love? Connect to confidence. So you're moving into an area where you're really feeling confident, you're feeling really good about yourself, you're owning your own skin. It's like you're knowing yourself in your truest form, with the third eyes being highlighted here. Really just connecting and knowing and honoring your truth. It's like once you're in that energy, you're going to draw into the things that you want here. Study and learning. So there could be a chance for some of you guys could meet somebody while you're learning something new, possibly going back to school or in school. I have to remember I have a wide range of audience here. So some of you guys could meet somebody at school while learning something new, at a bookstore. at the library. There's like a chance to meet somebody while you're in a studying and learning mode. But also, you know, studying about, you know, if you don't know your attachment style, looking into that, that's invaluable information, and recognizing attachment styles in other people. It kind of can help you see what works for you and what doesn't. Again, I keep getting like compatibility is a huge thing right now, and realizing that and really focusing on that being like one of your main things that you're looking for. Is this compatible with what I want? All right. And I have a feeling some of you guys are like, I've been doing that, or that's been my switch. So we're right on board there. All right. A lot flew out, but I'll take that one. And this one, because it fell on the floor, flipped upside down. So we have move through fear. Again, working through those anxieties. If you have anxieties about your past and this isn't ever going to work out, I'm never going to find love, working through that. You can honor it, honor your past, but move through it. And also, again, stand your ground. This message keeps coming up over and over again for you, pile one, about really being true to what you are, what you need, and what you want moving forward. And owning that with confidence. And if someone doesn't see it, like we have these glasses here, if someone doesn't see it, they don't see it. Bye, you know, let it go. All right, so let's pull a couple less cards for you guys. So what else is coming pile one's way when it comes to love? Oh, I just love when they fly across the room. So we have new moon and Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. So Sagittarius season could be big. As I'm recording this is the time of the reading, but as I'm recording this is right around the corner. But also just focusing on the positive. So with that, again, focusing on what you want. Aim your arrow. Sagittarius is represented by an arrow. Aim your arrow on what you want and go after that. You also could be dealing with a Sagittarius here. But yeah, just really focusing in on the positive. And also recognize that everyone that you're going to meet, no one's going to be perfect. And I think that's also a good thing to realize. Don't ever put anybody on a pedestal, because again, no one's perfect. They're just going to disappoint you. But recognizing that everybody's dealing with their own stuff, but communication is going to be massive for you coming up. Being really open and honest and listening to that person's side too. It's going to be very helpful, and developing from the beginning of any new relationship or any relationship that you're getting back into, communication from the get-go and being really open and honest about things is going to be invaluable here. But the message I was trying to get out there with the focus on the positive is just recognizing that, you know, sometimes to look at the positive aspects, because if you just only focus on the negative someone, you're not going to like anyone, right? And you do have this message about keeping an open mind here. I'm not saying settle, I'm not saying ignore red flags or toxicity, but you know, don't discount someone by like the book by a cover kind of message there. All right, what else? We have open up to change. You know, another message about, you know, being open to things being different. We have new moon in Aquarius. So anyone who knows any Aquarius, they're very unique souls, but that like newness. With Aquarius being here too, I feel like some of you guys could be doing online dating or meeting via online, because Aquarius rules technology. So if you've been debating on doing that, I think that's favorable here. Maybe you've been against it and you're being guided to open up to that. I know it's like Wild Wild West out there, so you know, do what works for you. But it feels like a guide to be a little open about, you know, if you're actively trying to date and be out there and look. All right, let's pull one more for pile one. We have last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. So again, pay attention to what people are saying, what they want, all those things, but also just be very detailed about what it is that you want. I know I'm beating the dead horse with that message now. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about, but again, it is very important. Or, you know, if you haven't felt secure doing that in the past, that's something that is something to consider to change, and be confident in what you need and who you are, and stand your ground about that. So pile one, I think I'm going to end this here. Hopefully this gave you some insight to what's coming your way. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like if you did, and comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked the Caribbean Calcite Heart and the Ascension Tarot. And we are going to see what is coming up next in love. A little reminder, be mindful of scammers. They're all over YouTube on all the different readers' accounts, so just be mindful of that. I talked about that a lot in the intro. So, moving along. All right, what is next in love? This is single focused, but anyone can really watch this and possibly get some insight into things around love that's coming up for you guys. So, all right. Pile 2. What is coming their way in love, please? So we have the Queen of Wands. So passion, confidence, some fiery energies, possibly some fiery interactions, possibly some fire signs as well. We have the Ace of Swords. So new revelations, new ideas around love. Don't worry, I'm going to get more into these. I'm just kind of going through them. So we have 22, Unconditional Love. That is the extra card in this deck, and so I love that you guys have Unconditional Love that popped out. So 22, so synchronistic numbers could be important coming up, but just getting to that level of unconditional love for yourself and for others, and possibly experiencing a connection with unconditional love here. Really beautiful energy to have come through. Okay, let's see. What else for pile 2? We have the High Priestess. So there's going to be some unknowns coming in. I'm hearing trust the universe when the High Priestess comes up. Also trusting your intuition about people. If you're having a good feeling or a bad feeling around people, really, really trust that. I do love that she has rose quartz underneath her arm, which rose quartz is typically for love and for self-love. But I feel like it's like she's just carrying it along like, I got this, right? So we have a little black cat here. So someone possibly, you can meet someone that like has a cat as well. We have the book here, which is typically seen in High Priestess, but I'm being really drawn into it about possibly meeting someone around learning something new, school, things like that, but also just like learning something new, or yeah. I don't know, I'm seeing like a cookbook all of a sudden, but I don't know why, so take that if it fits. But yeah, so, but really, really trusting your intuition when it comes up. All right, let's pull another one. Okay, so we have a Three of Swords, so possibly dealing with some heartache. I know this is the least fun card we ever want to get when we're what's coming up in love. So possibly a cycle of dealing with some pain around heartbreak or heartache. Possibly also, we have the moon here, is like working through fears around hurting, around getting our heart hurt. So we have this wolf howling at the moon. And the moon is usually shown for like fears, hidden truths, illusions. But I feel like this is also around, like, you may be dealing with a little bit of fear about getting back out there, because if you've suffered a heartache before, this does feel a little past for some of you guys. It may be just a bump in the road that comes up. I mean, unfortunately, you know, we're reading real life here, so it's not always puppy dogs and sunshine. But this really feels like growing through and just working through old pains from your past, because we have this little tree here and working through that. But I'm going to clarify all these and get more information. So can you clarify this Queen of Wands? So a Page of Crystals, which is the Page of Pentacles. So this also feels like there could be an age dynamic difference for some people coming up. Possibly some earth signs. We do have fire signs, air signs showing up. Air signs showing up twice. But this, I don't know, with the queen over the page here, it also could be like you're going to be in a period where, you know, you're dealing with passions a little more than logic or than tangible things, which feels really fun energy. But this is also very solid energy. But I do feel like there could be an age difference for some of you guys. A candle just went out. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Let me light a new candle. I didn't think I had them burning for this long. But okay. Doing a lot of work today. So, all right. Okay, so continuing on. Clarify this Ace of Swords. What are these realizations, revelations around the Four of Wands? So, possibly some new ideas around what you want to build your future with, and what you want in your long term. So the Four of Wands can sometimes, it represents like building foundations, celebrations, sometimes weddings. So that could be like, you could have a new, like some revelations around what you really want in life, what kind of relationships you want to build, and what you want to invest your energy in. So it's unconditional love. We have Ascension, which is the Judgment card. So more revelations around this unconditional love. For some of you guys, I really feel like this is someone new coming in that really is going to like make you realize that this is possible. Judgment sometimes can be bringing something back from the dead. So I know some of you guys may roll your eyes with that, but there could be someone that is trying to come back in, someone from your past. This doesn't always have to be someone that you've dated already or had a previous relationship, but it's just someone that you've known before. But for some of you guys, it does feel like someone's like trying to reignite something with you, but from a very beautiful place. So we'll be pulling oracle cards, so I have a feeling I'll get more information about this, but this really does feel like it's like a resurrection in a more beautiful way. So, all right, let's see. But trust your intuition, especially with the High Priestess here. Like, your soul always knows. We have the Moon here. So, yeah, trusting your gut, not getting stuck in illusion or fantasy. We have Pisces energy here as well, and Cancer rules the Moon, or the Moon rules Cancer as well, so I wanted to give a nod to that. All right, let's see. And what is clarifying this Three of Swords? The King of Crystals, so the King of Pentacles, so possibly an earth sign. Here on the bottom of your deck for the overall energy for what's coming in for love is the Lovers. So this is soulmate energy. This is Gemini. We do have a little snake here, so be mindful of any snaky characters. Not all our soulmates or soul level connections are meant to be forever. You know, they are meant to teach us lessons. We have contracts with them to learn things. So just use your intuition with that. But this heartbreak could be, if you were dealing with someone that was an earth sign that really hurt your heart in the past, that could be something you're healing from coming up, or you're finishing up that. I guess if we're doing a word of warning, be mindful of an earth sign here. I'm not trying to call out earth signs or anything. If you are one, I apologize. But this also could be someone that holds like tangible things over love. Someone that's a little more logical, that values things over, you know, emotions. So that could be like a misalignment with someone here as well. But we do have the Lovers, so that is really, really lovely to see. Let me look over these and see what else I'm getting. But definitely watery energy, very intuition. The Moon also represents our intuition, our connection with our intuition. So really, really trusting your gut when it comes to anyone coming towards you. I wish I was getting some more people. Let's see, how many energies is this? This definitely feels like 2 or 3 different energies coming in for you guys. depends on how intentional you're being. Some of you guys may be on dating apps, so you could be dating a lot of people. So that's when using your intuition and your discernment is extremely important. We have the Hermit here, Virgo, underneath this Lovers card. And the Lovers is Gemini as well. Okay, so let's get some Oracle cards to get some more insight. So what is coming towards pile 2 in love, please? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry. So this is where you're going to use your intuition, guys, to kind of save you from this heartache. If someone's leaving you confused or unsure, take that as uncertainty and walk away from it. It might not be what you want. So there is a chance of that, you know. So unrequited love. What else? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Be mindful, like when we're looking through our fears and stuff, if we're like trying to hold on to connections, or we just make anything work because we want to be with someone, that's when we really need to look at our own traits, our own toxic love things. Like if you need somebody, that's never a good place to start a relationship. You should be secure in yourself, love yourself unconditionally, you know, work through your own healing. And then when people come and go, it doesn't hurt like that anymore. Like if someone doesn't love us back, it's like, okay, that sucks, but I'm moving on because I love myself. So that also might be something that you guys are really moving into, learning to get rid of some toxic traits, realizing that not everyone's compatible and being okay with that, but really loving yourself first, really waking up to the truth of who you are and how divine you really are, stepping into your confidence and really like honoring yourself. I know everybody wants to get these readings and like, ooh, who's my next people? You know, this was really set with what is coming up next in love. So that can be a multitude of things. But I really feel like just recognizing your own patterns, if you have any toxic ones left, if you've already been working through that, then there may be chances to test them. Like recognizing early on if someone's not compatible for you or things like that. Or you could be dealing with somebody else that has codependency, you know, type thing. So really recognizing that and halting it or having a good communication about it. All right, what else? Soulmate. So you guys do have the Lovers here. So this is a soulmate. So there is a soulmate coming in for you guys. That soul level connection. So that's really beautiful energy. Okay, what else? Let your friends help you. So there could be a chance that you're going to meet somebody through friends. That someone you're going to, like, adjacent possibilities kind of vibe here. Like meeting someone through somebody else. Meeting someone when you're out with friends. Also listening to your friends, you know. We can always think about that one person that our friends hated and we didn't want to hear it until after it was done and we're like, okay, our friends are right. You know, so also, you know, listening to your friends, again, still use your own discernment, your own intuition here. But this really also like feels for most of you guys that you could be meeting someone through friends or a friend's significant other, like a setup kind of vibe is how this is coming in. All right, let's flip decks. All right, so what else does pile 2? What is coming their way in love? Letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. So there's going to be a chance of letting go of somebody, moving away from something that doesn't serve you coming up. Resentment, stinging words, bitterness, and anger. Now, you could be walking away and releasing someone and they could show you some bitterness. So there could be some anger around that. But resentments, you know, that's when we're holding on to something that we need to let go of. Also, there could be a message here for some of you guys about letting go of resentments. You know, letting that anger go, letting that bitterness go. About, you know, this should have been this way or that could have whenever, you know, holding on to those kind of things, holding on to anger towards other people in the long run only hurts you. It doesn't really actually hurt them, you know? So do what you need to do, work through your own feelings, but ask yourself, is it time to let go of XYZ? Time to let go of frustration about this or why this didn't happen, you know, because again, that'll set you free. Well, these popped out together. Second chance, making amends, opportunity, plans, and harmony, peace, balance, and friendship. So there could be a musical connection. They came out with second chance, so there could be someone, again, coming back around that wants a second chance. Here for some of you guys, maybe someone that you have a musical connection with. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So, and it depends on how many people you're dating. Like, you could have a multitude of different people going on. So this feels like a little all over the place. But also I feel like this is some of you guys like running away from fear. So if you have an avoidant attachment style where you let fear get the best of you, be mindful if you're running, you know. A lot of times we like to point the finger at other people, but we have our own toxic traits, our own codependency, or are afraid that people are going to be codependent on us and run away. When maybe you should, you know, have a good conversation, like step into that fear, work through that fear, and have a conversation with somebody. Purifying, purge, healing, clean energy. So overall, you know, this really feels like just really looking at ourselves. Again, there's a second chance for, you know, more energy to come in for you guys in love. All right, what is next? What else for love for pile 2? Patience and stillness. So here, not rushing into things, being slow and methodical about things, like really evaluating something. Ask yourself, you know, is this a repeating cycle for myself? Is this really what I want? You have stand your ground. So, you know, being true and honoring who you are and what you need and what you want in your love relationship is going to be really important. Release and surrender. So you guys have another message about letting go. So if there is like an old unrequited love, or someone that you don't think it, you know, didn't go the way it wanted to go, stuff like that, I really think it'll be really honoring yourself to let that go. If that message doesn't fit for you at all, just let that go and respect it for somebody else. I know it keeps coming back up, but I think it's a very important message for someone out there. So sending love to you for that. But I think this could be very healing to purge some old things that aren't serving you and really let it go. And raise your vibe, and then just focusing on the things that you love. So when it comes to love, you know, in this pursuit of love, make sure that you are falling in love with your life as well, not just in love with the idea of somebody else. Like really romanticize your own life and your own experience, and that will help raise your vibe, and that will help you draw into the people that you want in your life, that the kind of energy you want to bring in. By what you're putting out is what you're going to bring in. So you become like this like vacuum for what you want. All right, so these cards have some zodiac on them. So let's see, what else do we have for pile 2? Last quarter moon in Pisces. So Pisces popped up a couple times in this reading. It says talk less, feel more. So this really, again, feels like checking in with yourself, not being completely like not having to like talk it all out. As in, like, you know, being like caught in your head about something. I'm hearing like, how does this person make you feel? How does the situation make you feel? And honor how you feel over words. Like, as this person may be saying one thing, but how are they making you feel? And vice versa, you know. Sometimes we have a tendency to, you know, talk ourselves into being okay with something. But is this really okay with you? Is it something really sitting with you? All right. Now you have think it through. As I'm like, feel it. Also think it through. New moon in Gemini. So you guys have had Pisces and Gemini pop up twice. So those are going to be big focuses this going around with your energy that you're calling in or you're bringing in. So think it through. So we have this like sense of like not rushing into something. So if you're the type of person that just like sees the best in everyone and jumps right in, maybe it's time to slow that down a little bit and like, you know, really take your time to get to know someone or get to know someone again. Because again, the second chance was here. And we did have the Judgment card, so that resurrection. And then you have take a reality check. Wow. So you're being really guided to see things clearly. Think about them, feel about it. Take a reality check about your situations, guys. So being very mindful in this pile. And then full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. All right. Oh, we had Capricorn here. So pile 2, interesting energy, a lot of self-reflective energy, a lot of growth energy. It could be a stepping stone to get you to where you want to go with love and finding that ultimate person that you're looking for. But really just honoring what you want and what you need and where you want to go, where you want to flow through. But again, Gemini and Pisces have been very strong in this reading. So take that as you will. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. It's been truly an honor. If you did like this, don't forget to like or comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell, the shape of a heart, and the Tarot of the Divine. So we are going over what is next in love and this is a singles focused, but it really could be for anyone. But I will be reading it a little more as if someone is single, but feel free to take the love messages for however you want if you are in a relationship. So let's see. Pile 3. So thank you guys, all my new followers, all my old followers. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for anyone who watches the ads. That really helps me out. And all the donations I've been getting lately. And I've gotten a couple super thanks, which are a little heart button under this video that you can do donations or even like donations on my PayPal or through my Amazon wish list. I just want to say thank you guys so much. That really does help me provide free tarot for you guys here on YouTube. All right, so pile 3. Ooh, what is coming their way? What's next for love for pile 3? So we have the Tower moment. Well, that's a strong start. So some disruption, some upheaval. Please don't freak out. This is starting, so maybe you're already here. Maybe some things haven't been going your way when it comes to love. Maybe you feel like your world's been flipped upside down. But with the Tower card, I know it's not everyone's favorite card, right? But the Tower does come to clear things out that no longer serve us. So there is a purpose to it, even though it might be a little scary. I mean, we have two people like, jumping out of here, right? But so you may be like same when you look at this card, right? But this isn't meant to scare you. Just know that could be some stuff that falls away, maybe stuff you've been clinging to that you don't need anymore, maybe some people, you know, there could be a disruption comes up or has come up. I know a lot of people with the recent eclipse energy, it's just eclipse people right out. So if that happens, let those people go. Like things that leave your life during eclipse season, just let it go. As hard as it is, it's going to be for your own good. So whatever this disruption, just know it's for the best. If you can hold on to that and keep reminding yourself of that as you cry into a pillow. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Speaking from personal experience. But just the Tower really comes to clean things out that no longer serve you. So that's here. All right, what else is going on for pile 3, please? I just have some major ringing in both my ears. Okay, we have Temperance in the reverse, which is interesting because I wasn't going to take reversals, but here Temperance is. But Temperance is typically a card of patience, of pause, of waiting. So with it being in reverse is actually, there could be some things speeding up. Whatever like has been taken out of your life has now made room for stuff to come back in. I do want to give a nod to Sagittarius here with Temperance. We'll see what else comes up when I clarify that. But this could just be whatever this vacuum that's been created is just making room for things to come in quicker than being slowed down. These are both cards of divine intervention. So we have a Two of Wands. So figuring out which direction you want to go. I also feel like there could be two different people that you could be making a choice between. This is usually a crossroads. So when it comes up for love, there may be a need to make a decision. And here's a key that's been showing up in my readings a lot lately. I've been drawn in, my guides have been drawing me into a key. So there could be a needing to make a choice between two people coming up. We have a Three of Swords here. So this is heartache. This is not another fun card, but so, you know, dealing with some heartache or healing through some heartache right now could be in the focus. Again, if this has caused heartache, just know that, you know, we're healing through it. We do have these like lightning bolts, so something could quickly change that, or could swiftly change that causes some heartache. So just be mindful about that. Then we have Judgment. So Judgment is a card of awakening. It's a card of coming back to life. For some of you guys, there could be a relationship that maybe had died in the past that comes back around. A person from the past that maybe, you know, you thought was dead and gone could be coming back up for resurrection, so to speak. I know some of you guys probably don't like that, so use your own judgment or discernment. If that person caused you a lot of heartache, you don't have to let people back in your life if you don't want to. It's your life. You are the author. You get to pick who the players are. Sometimes we can't keep all the players that we want to keep, but you know, you do get to decide who you allow back in. So, but this does feel like someone from your past wanting to come back in. Here, let's see some of the signs coming up. We have some Libra, some Aries energy, Sagittarius. I don't think there's one associated with Judgment. Sometimes I guess it's seen as Scorpio. Scorpio is that death and rebirth cycle, so being brought back to life. All right, let's clarify these. And we'll be doing oracle cards as well. Let's clarify these. So we have a Seven of Swords. So this is possibly taking away someone that's been sneaky, someone that's been holding back emotions, someone that hasn't been sharing their thoughts with you. So whatever this is, this Tower moment, it's taking something out that you didn't need in your life, that wasn't necessarily, maybe something that was causing you confusion, that you weren't clear about, is being removed. All right, so what is coming in? What do we get to move forward quickly with? The Star, hope. So, you know, I think that whatever this is taking out is it's ushering in a quicker way. And again, I'm reading it that way because Temperance is typically a slower manifesting card or energy card, but with it being reversed, makes it feel like that vortex is open for hope to come in. We also have Aquarius here. So hope to come back in, to start believing in love again, for chances at that. Okay, Two of Wands. Can we get an insight for this? Six of Coins. So an even give and take. We do have some bugs here, because I feel like this is two people's energy. So we have this white, it looks like a dog, but also kind of looks like a cat. And we have some bugs that fly, but Six of Pentacles is typically about like an even give and take. So these two people that you're weighing out may feel a little even. So it may be a hard choice. So maybe some of you guys are choosing between a past person, possibly that caused heartache, a new person coming in, or holding on to somebody. This person that's coming back in could have been this Tower moment person. Again, it's going to look a little differently for all of you guys. So we have Aquarius energy here with the 7, and the 6 of Coins, we have Taurus energy. All right, we have a 5 of Coins. So yeah, whatever this heartache is or will be, it will have you feeling a little left out in the cold. You know, someone didn't treat you right, or someone's not going to treat you right. So I'm sorry that if that's been the case, or that will be the case, but just keep that in mind that, you know, these are chances to grow and stuff, but they aren't easy, and to honor yourself, and, you know, and it's okay to feel sad about someone, you know, abandoning you or being left out in the cold. just don't let those things hold you back from your future. All right, ooh, these cards are just flying out. And then we have a 10 of Swords. So with this person coming back with this 10 of Swords, it kind of feels like the guidance about, you know, this ended for a reason, so be mindful if you bring that back. If this is the person that comes back, it is what caused this, be mindful if that needs to start again. That could just be a one-off for somebody, but I think it's an important message. Not everything that comes back, it's like it's coming back to be reevaluated, to really see if that's really what you want. It ended for a reason, and maybe it should stay ended. So don't be disillusioned by the good memories. Remember this pain. I feel like this came up for a reason, to remind you of what you went through, and there was reasons that things ended. So just keep that in mind. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. So this definitely feels like a newer energy. This is a playful, fun, flirty energy, which is nice. The rest of this is pretty serious, I'm not gonna lie. But this could be some playful, this could be someone new. I'm hearing someone's sibling. I've never read it that way, but we do have this red string. I know these cards all have a different story for each of these characters, and I don't know them, I apologize. But I am being very drawn into this red cord, and I know there's like, I don't know if it's this exact story, so don't come at me if it's not, but I know there is this like theology or idea around being connected by a red cord, a red string with a soulmate. So if that's something that you relate to, that might be a nod for you. We have a white rabbit here, so also feels like this person could take you on an adventure down the rabbit hole. But this feels like someone's sibling. That's really, really interesting. Someone's sibling is kind of popping up here. And right under that, we have this 8 of Wands. So this rapid change, this quick communication coming in. Oh, and then the 6 of Cups. So soulmate energy kind of coming in here. So we have Sagittarius energy, we have Scorpio energy here, Page of Cups. So I don't know. This feels like this really feels like somebody's gonna come in that's new. Again, this feels like an older story. That's how this energy is coming up, and I think a lot of this may relate for a lot of you guys all together. Maybe this is a story where it's been up and down with someone for a while. Maybe you were trying to choose between two people and you made the wrong choice. I don't know. This is just the storyline they're giving me. It fits for somebody. I know it does. But this feels like new energy. But this is someone, this also could be from your past or someone you knew. This really feels like someone's younger sibling that you knew when you were younger. But now, like, and it's going to cause a rapid change for somebody. I really, really think this is really awesome. So, but soul, 6 of Cups is that soul level connection, soulmate energy. Really beautiful energy, but also someone from the past or someone from a past life that feels like home to you. But with the way that they are giving me this, like someone's sibling, it feels like it's someone that you maybe knew from childhood. Or maybe like a younger friend that you knew from your childhood. It just feels like there's a youthful energy here really coming in with those. We also have the World. So a sense of completion. So hopefully, if I've described this and this is where you're like, well, I've already been there. Well, hopefully that's done. And it's just, you know, you could be dealing with the residuals. If you're coming up to this, sending you lots of love, but just know it's going to be okay. But just a reminder. Remind yourself, does this need to be brought back to life? And if it doesn't, run. But totally your judgment call. This is your life, guys. I'm just here giving some guidance. But there's definitely going to be a sense of completion. Gosh, and right under this, we have the Lovers. So really a chance just to have some completion, to have like a really good connection. This is the Beauty and the Beast story, I believe, or it looks similar in this card. Maybe a different type of Beauty and the Beast kind of connection there. But really like a sense of completion. So I feel it's safe to say that it's going to be okay, even if you've been through all of it. So it's okay to hold on to hope. Don't let that be what gets held back from you. Don't let your hope for love die. We have playfulness. So a chance for playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So being reminded to be playful with all this. Again, this feels like that younger energy, but again, could be someone from either your past or keep getting that sibling thing. You deserve love. You are lovable. So remember, you do deserve love. You know, we have an arrow here, so it reminds me of Sagittarius as well. You deserve love. You deserve everything you could possibly want in this life, and know that this story doesn't have to end, you know, last forever. It can definitely end. But we have unrequited love, and it's popping up over this, so hopefully that's in the past. I'm not going to linger too long there. And then codependency. So being mindful, if this was a dynamic that's trying to come back, that was revolved around toxic love traits, either in those traits to start anew, or just not let this come back into play. All right, let's get some more information. What does pile 3? What's coming their way in love? Vows, commitment, promise, and fidelity. So some of you guys could be taking things way up a notch coming up here soon. This also could be just something moving into a committed phase, moving into a relationship where you're feeling in a committed situation, that you can trust these promises. We do have these people, looks like they're getting married, but they have an umbrella, so being protected from the storm. Maybe meeting someone at a wedding as well, where vows are being taken. Maybe at your friend's wedding, you run into their sibling. I'm running with that one. I really am. I want to go to a wedding now. We have shattered, damaged, brokenhearted, destroyed. I'm not going to linger there because we've already discussed it. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. So there could be, for some of you guys, feeling a little trapped. Maybe trapped in a decision, making a choice between two things. You can feel a little trapped. Go with the things that serve you the most. Clinging, holding on to, obsessing, watching. So this could be someone from your past that was an unrequited love that's really holding on and watching and obsessing. If it's you, it's time to let go of that. Don't let that be your story. This is your story to write. Clashing, differences in compatibility and conflict. So compatibility has been, I feel like collectively it's come up a lot in personal readings for people, is being mindful that you can love somebody and there can be a lot of love and connection, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're compatible for where you're going and what you guys want for your life, and it's okay. But recognizing that and honoring that and not selling yourself short when something is not compatible for what you want and you guys just have differences that can't line up, it's okay. And it's actually better to recognize those things. And if it's, you know, you never want to change somebody who doesn't want to change, it's not going to serve you. And vice versa. If you change for somebody or you bend who you are for somebody else because out of love, I mean, I believe in compromise. So I'm not saying compromise is a very good skill, but I hope you know what I'm talking about, like core value kind of stuff. It only ends up breeding resentment or just not honoring yourself. So be mindful of those kind of things. We do have intimacy on the bottom, so closeness, sexuality, seclusion popping up there. All right, let's see what else for love for pile 3. Move through fear. So again, we have this, some painful stuff here. Just work through it, move through it. I'm hearing honor it. Honor yourself and your stages. Adventure and play. You guys did have this playfulness. So getting back out there, having fun with life, having fun with dating, having fun with getting to know people. I'm also hearing not everything has to be so serious and you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. If you have a tendency to like pick one person and go with that because it's easier, I'm hearing try to be a little more playful and just kind of see what's out there. And have fun with people and just look at it. Approach dating sometimes, like if you're just getting back out there, approaching it without any expectations other than getting on some dates and meeting some new people it can relieve a lot of that stress that you have around dating, or a lot of us have around dating. So follow what makes you happy. So if someone makes you happy, even if they're not your normal type, and follow that. If someone's making you confused or clashing, or you're recognizing there's like obsessiveness, there's incompatibility, that's not where you're shining. We have expand your perspective, so maybe seeing things in a new light, and then create and express. We have a guitar here, so possibly meeting someone, in a music atmosphere, or listening to live music, something like that. Live music could be important. But this expand your perspective is really looking outside the box. Also recognizing that this old pattern, this old story doesn't have to, be your truth in the future. This also might be if you do meet somebody that's younger than you, or there's an age gap, like giving it a chance and just having fun with it and seeing where it could go. So what else for pile 3? Last quarter moon in Gemini, so Gemini could be important. We have clear your mind, which we did have the Lovers over here as Gemini. All right, but clear your mind. Make sure if you're getting stuck in your head, really connecting back with nature and clear your thoughts. Don't get in that hamster wheel cycle about this. Again, remind yourself to play and have fun with this. Why so serious, First quarter moon in Taurus, so Taurus showing up, it says release control. So sometimes releasing and surrendering and allowing things to play out as they're supposed to is a very helpful thing. Again, like needing it to look any sort of way might be really important in this next phase for love for you guys. Just going with the flow. We have first quarter moon in Pisces, so Pisces showing up, and honor your feelings. Being really true to what you feel and what you need and what you want, and expressing that, because we do have this create and express. But expressing your feelings, honoring yourself, honoring what you need, honoring, like making vows to yourself about what you want and what you're willing to put up with and what you're not is going to be really, really important here. So pile 3, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this gave you some insight into what is coming your way in love. And as always, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Anyone who's watched any ads that may have popped up, I always appreciate that. It really does help me and help my channel grow, and helps me be able to keep putting out free content for you guys. It's a small little price to pay, so I do appreciate that. I want you guys to know that so much. And all the support you guys have given me thus far throughout my YouTube career, I really, really appreciate it. So thank you, and mwah, bye.